Thank you for finding time for yourself. And you can close your eyes now and begin to take a deep breath in and a relaxing breath out. And you don't have to focus on your breath. Deep breath in, relaxing breath out. And you can find comfort however you choose. Deep breath in, relaxing breath out. And I'm curious if you can focus on your chest, rising and falling, relaxing with each breath, deeper into your chair. And I'm not sure if you're aware of the chairs, sofa, or technology in your room that are just waiting in anticipation for something. And as your lights and curtains wait, you can begin to relax and get closer to your internal world. And I wonder if you can relax your lips. Feel the warm breath on your top lip as you exhale. Your face relax. Your forehead relax. Your eyes relax. The muscles around the eyes relax. And you can find comfort in knowing as you get closer to your internal world. Your books, CDs, DVDs are still waiting in anticipation for something to happen. And you can relax your eyes. And if you can do that, then relax your neck, back and front of your neck. Ears relax. Shoulders relax. Chest muscles relax. The ability to reconnect with your deeper self. In comfort, while your computer, wall clock, carpet wait in anticipation for something to happen. And you can take a deep breath in and a relaxing breath out. And you can find your feet relaxing, knees, legs, tummy relaxing. As you create more distance between you and your external world. And I don't know the last time you really got to connect with yourself while the rest of the world was waiting in anticipation for something, frozen with still anticipation. and your muscles can relax. And I don't know if one side of you finds more comfort than the other side of you as you distance yourself further and further away from your sofa that's still waiting for something, where you can just allow yourself to be you. And if you were to imagine a crystal ball in front of you now, I don't know if it's a large crystal ball, a small crystal ball, or if you want to feel it, touch the roundness of the crystal ball. And once you've found the spot, the sweet spot of the crystal ball, looking to that particular spot, you might just find yourself connecting with a loving feeling. The sensation of love spreading from the crystal ball through your eyes, down the back of your throat, through your internal organs, the sensation of love, the feeling of connection. The more loving sensations you feel, the more powerful the crystal ball becomes. And when you can hallucinate vivid shapes in the crystal ball, don't look for an image just yet. You can just be with a clear mind, with that sweet spot. And I'm not sure you're aware how special you are. No one else has your high standards. No one else has your high standard, your wisdom, your high expectations. And no one knows what it's like to be you, the privilege to be you. That's how special you are. And in the past, you've been worried about the future. But it's got nothing to do with you. If I was a betting woman and liked to gamble, which I'm not, I wonder if your future predictions would bring me good odds. And it reminds me there's a website called longbets.org. And you can see negative bets. For example, by 2018, the euro, the currency, will no longer be the currency of France, Italy, or Germany. Or bets that are still in waiting. For example, by 2030, half of the UK population will be vegan, or the computer mouse will disappear by 2030. And it is Jeff Bezos that has set himself the goal to encourage better long-term thinking across society. That we shouldn't just be thinking about our next birthday. And many people have tried to predict the future. The mayor predicted the world would end in 2012. Futurists in the 1960s believed we would train animals like apes to clean our houses and drive our cars. And it was once predicted the world's oil supply would run out in 2020. And The Simpsons didn't always get it right. Episodes like Holographic Mail or the Big Ben Tower in London turned analogue with a digital face. And there was no millennium bug, Y2K, in the year 2000. And there is literally a doomsday model where you draw a vertical line from partial doom to total demise, and a horizontal line from improbable to probable. And it was Isaac Newton, one of the greatest mathematicians of our time, who predicted a biblical end of the world. But Isaac Newton also stuck a blunt sewing needle in his eye socket, between the eye and eye bone, just to see what would happen. And he reported colourful circles and visual phenomena. And he could barely get out of bed because of the rush of thoughts that would flood his mind when he sat up. And he was always rather grumpy. There's a doomsday prediction the sun will explode, or the earth will boil, or the earth will freeze, or there'll be gamma lightning, and the earth will become sterilized. And people don't worry about gamma lightning because militaries create plans for prevention. And people don't worry about the earth boiling because governments create plans for prevention. And no one cures anxiety because everyone experiences anxiety from time to time. But the difference between those whose lives are impact and the lives it doesn't is their ability to create plans, and it generates confidence for them every time they do. And like every sliding scale, the question is, when do you stop planning? And the people of Albania and their country covered in 173,000 bunkers, they were paranoid of a Soviet attack. And I don't know if they were brainwashed by a malign force. But what I do know is, it was a series of political leaders, decades of a build-up, of stories and myths and invisible invaders. Myths like the entire world wanted to kidnap them because they were the most beautiful people in the world, on the inside and out. Not only did they build 173,000 bunkers throughout their country, they planned and started to construct a secret replica city underground that their citizens could live in and survive for at least 6 months. The drills the authorities designed were able to evacuate the entire city in 7 minutes through 30 tunnels. And still to this day, one of the creators of the underground city believes it was the absolute minimum that any sensible government could provide for its citizens. We're on the world stage, and most countries around the world have not only noticed the psychological impact on these beautiful, innocent people, but most importantly, the economic impact. And it's well known across the world today that 34% of Albanians live in poverty, which means they earn less than $1.90 per day. And sometimes it's worth checking if you're in the drama triangle. And in case you're not familiar with the drama triangle, in a moment I'm going to explain what the drama triangle is. Imagine if you were looking into your crystal ball and you were looking at me at my home in Australia. And I want you to make my house a triangle, the shape of a triangle. And feel free to make myself a little easier on the eye. And right now in Sydney, Australia, we are in lockdown. And you're watching me stand in one corner of my triangle house as I'm told I am in lockdown. And can no longer leave my home for more than a 5-kilometre distance. And I want you to imagine a subtitle across the crystal ball, and it reads victim. As I say, I can't believe it. It is the end of the world. I'm never going to cope. What am I going to do now? You watch me move to another corner of my triangle home. You see the subtitle villain across the crystal ball. As I say, I'm never voting for this political party ever again. How dare they lock me in my home? I'm going to write on social media about this. I knew this would happen. I knew they couldn't get their act together. And now you watch me move to the final corner of my home. And you read the subtitle across your crystal ball. Hero, as you hear me say, I'm going to sit here and eat as much food as I can, drink as much as I can, play loud music. I'm going to make it a lockdown festival and get as high as I possibly can. And you, the observer, can see this drama cycle, clearly watching me spiral from corner to corner of my home, from victim to villain to hero. And how powerful is the position of the observer? You observing in the crystal ball. And I want you now to observe the future you in your crystal ball. The things you will and won't do. The things you've decided are in your control. Or you've concluded that society has a plan for that. And I don't know if you decide to join recycling projects or start a nature group. But what I do know is, you know. And how nice it is to be you, the observer, while your furniture's still frozen and waiting for something to happen. And I wonder if you start to become more aware of how much action you've always taken towards your goals. Not as an action hero, but as an action observer, to observe your actions. The deep sense of love and connection to yourself. Your sliding scale of predictable actions And I'm curious if you find yourself being more empathetic to people, caught up in the drama cycle. And when you're ready, we'll start to prepare for sleep. And I want you to shrink yourself to the size of a small child, like a small, tired child in its mother's arms. And you could zap yourself to inside your crystal ball as you get tucked into bed. And as I count from 10 to 1, you'll find a deeper sense of genuine care that people and society all want you to sleep because you deserve it. And you can feel the love. 10, 9, 8, deeper sense of love. 7, 6, 5, the comfort of getting sleepier. 4, 3, 2, deep, deep sleep. And getting lighter in relaxation, floating gently, lighter and lighter. Drifting to sleep. You're perfect, just as you are.